I want to invite you to build your house during this pandemic. Hi, everybody. I'm Allison Williams here, your law firm mentor. Law Firm Mentor is a business coaching service for solo and small law firm attorneys. We help you to grow your revenues, crush chaos in business, and make more money. So I've gotten a lot of questions lately about where I have been and why I have not been out here in these Facebook streets or in my Facebook group. And the reason is that back in November, I decided I was going to build a house in 2020, and my closing is next week. So during this pandemic, I actually did build a house. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what I've learned from that experience and what you can do, what you can actually take away from this experience that I've had to metaphorically build your house, or in other words, build your law firm during this pandemic. So there are three things that I got out of this experience that I want to share with you. And the first one is that there is absolutely no security in the familiar. So Thanksgiving Day 2019, I woke up, decided it was time for me to live in the house that I absolutely would love. And I decided that that was going to very clearly follow a path. And the path was going to be, I was going to find the home, walk in, have a good experience, do some negotiation, buy the house, put out a contract, get a mortgage, and ultimately move forward with my purchase. And it didn't happen that way. My thought was somewhat correct, but also somewhat incorrect, because as soon as I decided on what I wanted, it happened to be new construction, has a whole bunch of new rules. And I decided to get a little bit more house than I planned to, so it was a jumbo mortgage, even more rules. And if I had had the mindset that I had to have it the way that I had planned it out, I wouldn't be moving into my dream home next week. Now, the second thing that I learned about building a house in a pandemic is that when you decide, the money appears. Now, as we are all living in this time of COVID, we know that there are a lot of economic ramifications of what's going on. And there are some people that are in a period of retraction and some people in a period of expansion. I happen to be in a period of expansion, but not because I'm such a great business person, but because I decided that I needed to be in order to accomplish my life goals. It was all about the decision. So when you make a decision, things start to show up in your world that give you opportunities. And one of the great opportunities that came out of this situation that we are all dealing with, this pandemic, is that I had to up my sales game. I was fearful that there would be people that would say, it's cheaper to keep her, I'm just not getting divorced right now. And that didn't happen. And there were thoughts in my mind that lawyers would say, I don't want to grow my law firm right now, so I don't need you as a coach. And that also didn't happen. Were there people that had that mindset? Absolutely. But those were not the people that came to me because my energy was putting out that I had decided I was going to grow. Now, the third thing that comes out of building a house in a pandemic that you can all take away from this experience that I'm having is the same experience that you're having right now, which is that scary shit happens all the time. You just have to get used to it and do it anyway. Every time that something happens in our world that is uncommon, that is not on the beaten path, not something that we ever had contemplated, unprecedented. We hear that a lot when we're in the grocery store, right? We're in unprecedented times. That's the world that we live in. There's always going to be something that you encounter that you're not familiar with, and it's going to be scary. And if you don't adopt the mindset that you're going to do things even when they're scary, you're going to be in a constant state of retraction in your life. And frankly, that's just no way to live. So I want to invite you now to build your house, your law firm, in this pandemic. I'm Allison Williams, your law firm mentor. And if you want help with that, click the link in the comments and we can have a conversation. Have a great day.